Kalen Patterson, Midwest Muscle. I'm here with, you introduce yourself, sir?
I'm Frank Manners.
All right. And you were one of the people that were helping out at the seminar for John and Becky. I mean, this region is bringing top-notch competition. To be one of asked to help out at something like this, you know, what draws you to it? What keeps you want to help out? And what makes you want to give back?
Well, one of the things is I've done this for years and years and years. I've been a competitor or a judge for 25 years.
Mm-hmm.
I really have a true passion for this,
Mm-hmm.
and what I'm trying to do is instill the simplicity of this and getting people to believe that they can do this without overcomplicating it. I don't. I've known John and Becky and Jan and Fred Roulette for years and years and years, and this is just something that we've got a passion for. We love it and we like to give back. I mean, I was fortunate enough to have a lot of people that helped me out many years ago, and I almost feel like it's my obligation to help some of these younger people, make it a little bit easier for them. It makes our shows better, and it's just something I love to do.
Now, I noticed that you had to get some of these guys to relax, and I'm so glad you were able to do it here instead of having to have them on stage and trying to get them relaxed, because some of these guys were so tight that you were basically saying, you know, take it easy, you know, unwind a little, and then address the body.
One of the things a lot of people don't know is they don't know their bodies. And I mean, that's so simple. You would think, well, I know what my body is. I'm a bodybuilder. I'm a bikini. I'm do whatever. I know what my body looks like. Well, they don't really know what their body looks like. And they've got to learn how to build a pose.
Yes.
All right? And it's very simple. But if you don't start out with a good base or having an understanding of the fundamentals, everything from that point just goes crazy. So that's why I always stress with anybody that maybe their first time, second time on stage, you've got to learn your body, to look how it lays, to look how your arms hang, to look how, all right, your legs, how they're shaped, how's my chest shaped, okay? Because everyone's a little bit different, and you've got to learn how to accentuate what you have. So that's kind of how I approach everything.
And you had some guys over here that were really muscular, full muscle bellies, you know, just ready to go, and they were shrinking up. And you had to basically get them to widen out and hold that pose, but not really tense up to where it just took away from it.
Exactly right. You really do everything, and this is what I really preach and teach when I'm helping somebody. Everything comes from the core. Everything comes from that arch in the back and having that chest up. And then from there, once you get that simple part of it down, it's just moving their arms and hands around. So make it simple. Don't overcomplicate this. And that starts from breaking everybody down and getting them where their toes are forward and they're totally relaxed. They can actually see what they have to work with and how they're going to build on it.
Well, you can understand that they have a lot of appreciation because they were hanging around even asking the questions after the fact, because they were like, okay, now you said about this, because, you know, some people don't really want to ask the question in front of everybody, but they want to ask, you know, a little bit off to the side, and even then you were still having to address it. But it's good that it's here and not on stage, because it's a better product.
Yeah, it just makes, the more people understand what they have, all right, the more happier people are going to be in their placements and things like that, because they actually show what they have.
Yes.
All right, they're not hiding it. All right, that's what's difficult sometimes, and you get this from a lot of competitors. Well, why didn't I place better? Well, I was better than him or whatever else.
I look better.
Well, you maybe
backstage.
Maybe you did backstage, but when you're out on stage, you weren't able to
showing.
show what you had.
That's
so
right.
you gotta be able to show what you have to place.
And some of the pictures might show one thing, but it's not showing on stage.
Exactly, you're 100% right.
Now, when you have an opportunity to help these kind of people and help it make it better, what do you have to tell them to understand that this is a lifestyle, not something that you just do for stage?
Well, it's like anything else, all right? The commitment has to come from within, all right? And once people really understand that, the trainers, the people that help you with your nutrition, your diet, They're there as a support, but you've got to learn how you are your main support group. You are your best support group. You are your best source of critiquing and everything else. The trainers, they're very, very important. If you're going to go a long way in this, all right, you've got to have that assistance. You need those second eyes.
Yes,
but
you
the
do.
best set of eyes are going to come from you as an individual. So I don't,
And you know
I don't
when
know if
you're
that
cheating
answered
or
your
not. No,
question.
you're answering
so,
it because
but
it does come from inside.
Exactly right. And that starts out kind of like what we were doing today on posing. All right, lock yourself in a room, find a full-length mirror, and spend the time to see what your physique actually looks like, and learn how to critique yourself. All right, am I heavy? Do I need to diet a little more? All right, be your best judge. Be your best critic. Okay, and then everyone else that'll when you do have your trainers, when you do have your nutritionists, your people out when you're posing, it'll make their job even easier because you can assist in evaluating what you have to get to be the best.
Exactly. And, I'm so glad that it's passionate people that are speaking about this because it's not just run-of-the-mill, this is what you got to do, yada, yada, yada. You guys are speaking from the heart. And
Yeah,
when
we
you're doing
love
what
this.
you're doing, it really translates into helping the person, and they can actually reach out to the way they should.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, good job.
Well,
I
thank you
appreciate
very
it.
much, very, very much.
Thank you
you
so much.
All right.
Kaylin Patterson, we are out.